Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, Pigskin Pete. Happy Wednesday to everybody. Can't believe it's already Wednesday. I guess that makes sense. Yesterday was Tuesday, Election Day. Holy crap. Anybody else tired of this? The election is supposed to already be over. Somebody make it end. Anyway, we can get away from that for the next hour or so. Talk about some football, some great games this weekend, obviously. The big enchilada, as they say. Clemson traveling to South Bend. Some bad news out of Clemson. We'll get into that in a minute. Of course, first and foremost and most importantly, this is a call-in show. If you want to call in and talk about anything other than the presidential election, the number to call in is 864-207-4522. It's right there. See it? Right there. 864-207-4522. Lots of other big news in college football. Another big game, Florida and Georgia. Most likely an elimination game. No, not most likely. I'd say it is. An elimination game for one of those teams in the playoffs. That would give whoever loses that game is going to have two losses and will be in second placed in the SEC East. Also, before I forget, check this out. Shout out to Traveling Fools. Hold on. Sorry, I had to burp. You guys didn't want to hear that. Shout out to Traveling Fools. If you guys can see this here. He called in prior to the Miami and Clemson game earlier in the season and said he would make a bet with me for $1. And that whoever lost had to send the other person $1 with the score on it and their name and all that. I told him, I'll make it $2. Of course, there is a reason for the $2 bill for Clemson fans. But anyway, nonetheless, he lived up to his bet. He sent me a $2 bill with the score on it and some other stuff there. Of course, you can see he's got, for those of you who didn't know, Thomas Jefferson's on the $2 bill. So he's got Jefferson there with some sunglasses on, which is amazing and fantastic, and smoking something. Anyway, thanks, Traveling Fools. You're the man, sir. You pay your bets. You're a scholar and a gentleman. All right, before I get to the phone lines here. If things get slow around here on the show tonight, I'm going to go on a bet now and maybe help you guys, let you guys help me pick some games this week to bet on, because I got the show tomorrow with Uncle Lou. Speaking of that, let's go to over that real quick. Speaking of shows, good big announcement with the shows. Anyway, Monday at noon with my man Mark Rogers TV right here on the Pigskin Pete YouTube channel. College football coast to coast every Monday live at noon. Tuesday and Thursday, Lunch Your Money. Me and Uncle Lou over at Uncle Lou on LouTube. Betting show. Best betting show on YouTube, by the way. Just in case you didn't know. Wednesday at 10 p.m., call-in show. Friday at 10 p.m., call-in show. Saturday, live game reaction. Oh, man. So this Saturday, I'm seriously considering doing the Clemson and Notre Dame game. I have reservations about doing that. If you notice, I don't do a lot of, Clemson doesn't have a lot of big games during the regular season generally. But when they do, I typically do not go on live for them. Thinking about doing that. And tomorrow night, I forgot every Tuesday at 9 with Bobby Durkins. We haven't done a show the past couple of weeks. It's just been, anyway, one thing or another pop up. We'll get back at you with that on next Tuesday at 9 p.m. Tomorrow, Thursday, everybody, please stay tuned. Turn your notifications on. I have a special show for tomorrow night that I will upload. You guys will all like it. Cheers to the chat. Let's see who's in the chat here real quick. Matt Dummett, what's up, Pete? What's up, Matt? Crimson Brave. Clemson Carson, Nate the Great, don't be late, a.k.a. Nate Kingston. Rack Dog, Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt brings up a great point. He says, like, share, and subscribe. It's not that hard to do any of those things, or all three of them. What's up, Rack Dog? Ballard Sports Media, Pete, my man. Hope you are doing well. DJ is upcoming superstar for Clemson. Yeah, well, he is. He's great. He's great. But will it be enough this weekend? Bad news coming out of Clemson today. The same three starters on defense that were out last week are out this week. They're not even traveling. Tyler Davis being the main one that I'm worried about. I already knew Skalski wasn't going to play. And then on top of Tyler Davis and Skalski, now the other starting linebacker next to Skalski, Mike Jones Jr., also not traveling. Not good. Not good. What's up, Vandy Dandy? Not good at all. What's up, the bet? Luke Walker's in the house. What's up, buddy? I'm sure if you're here, you're amazing and fantastic. I happen to already know that you are. Dennis Wilson, the Rock Rubber Ramp Runners owe me a chain. Huh? Who? Well, I'm a Rock Rubber Ramp Runner. I don't know you anything, Dennis. I don't know what you're talking about. Did you make a bet with somebody or something? Not this one. Not me, it wasn't. What's up, Neo? Neo. Who does Alabama play this week? I can't even remember. How about that? What's up, John Kelly? Says he's listening in. That's a good thing to do. It says Stetson Bennett is going to have to be accurate for Georgia's defense to be perfect to beat Florida. Well, yeah, he doesn't have to be anything other than a turnover machine. As long as he doesn't turn the ball over. This is how Georgia's been winning games for years now. It's nothing new. But 3 picks against Alabama, 2 picks against Kentucky. He's going to have to cut that out because you turn the ball over against Florida, Florida's going to score on you. And if Georgia gets themselves into a hole where they're down by 2 or 3 touchdowns, Stetson Bennett's not the kind of guy that's going to bring you back. Right? He's no DJ Uiagalelei. Maynard James Keenan, greetings, sir. All right. All right. Thank you all for joining me tonight. You're all amazing and fantastic. I appreciate it. I really do. Let's see if anybody's on the phone lines, shall we? There is. Wow, look at that. Good afternoon, y'all, with Pete.
Hey, Pete, it's Nate the Great. Don't be late.
Great, don't be late, a.k.a. Nate Kingston. What's up, buddy?
Nothing much. I'm just calling in about not from last week, but this week, upcoming week, for Michigan. I know some people might say, "Oh, Michigan's terrible this year," but frankly, they are right now. But
yeah, you're pretty bad, man. You got curb stomped by. Well, not curb stomped, but it wasn't pretty. Let's put it that way. Against a bad team.
Yeah. I don't care what people say, but I'm a Michigan fan. But I'm not one of those Michigan fans that say, "Oh, I don't follow Michigan anymore." I'm not that guy. I follow Michigan wherever they go. I just am plus Nebraska, and right now I think Jim Harbaugh is kind of like where Kirby Smart is. not developing quarterbacks that as the way he wanted
That's a hell of a comparison I didn't even consider. When you said that Kirby Smart's kind of like Jim Harbaugh, I was sitting here thinking, where's he going with this? And then he said the quarterback thing. I don't think that. First of all, I understand where you're going with that. I don't really think there really is a comparison,
okay.
and I also don't think that this year Michigan's problem is their quarterback. He played good in the first game, and quite frankly, he played pretty good against Michigan State either. I mean, also, it wasn't his fault necessarily that they lost. A lot of other issues there.
I don't know. So, what do you think it was that caused the problem for Michigan to lost that in the game?
Defensively, look, defensively. Michigan has looked great for the past 5 years, and they've had struggles offensively. Yeah. Now it appears that their offense might be the better of the two.
Okay.
But I mean, look, it's too early to tell because we got to.
Yeah, I know.
The Minnesota game was confusing to a lot of people because everyone just assumed that Minnesota was going to be as good or better than last year because how good they were last year. They had a ton of returning starters. Minnesota might not be very good. That might not have been a very good gauge for Michigan. Maybe Michigan is Michigan. The same Michigan they are every year. I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know, but we'll see. But I'm just saying, two more. Can I have a little bit of time? I know you have a lot of calls coming in, but
yes.
Just maybe 1 minute.
Mm-hmm.
So here, I'm actually thinking about going to Clemson University.
You are?
For after my young adult program, but
that's awesome.
But there's a program in Clemson that is for disability kids that can go to college.
Yeah. Right.
And I'm hoping to go there, but my mom says you need to stay in the Midwestern area. I mean, I told her there's such thing as flying, but
yeah. Well, I hope you get into that, Nate. That would be great for you to be a. Yeah. Then you'd be a 3-teamer. How about that? You'd be a Michigan, Nebraska, and a Clemson guy. That would be something else. 3-teamer instead of 2-teamer.
Yeah, I hope to go to Clemson, but my mom. I mean, I don't know, but
all right, buddy.
Thanks for letting me call in. I'll hope to stay in chat if I don't go.
All right, buddy.
Okay.
All right, thanks, Nate. I appreciate the call. Nate never disappoints. He's never late, which is the most important thing. I'm a big fan of punctuality. How many times am I ever late to the show? Never. I'm never late to the show. That's the answer to that. I see you on there, Ballard. Sit tight, buddy. I got another call to take first. Good afternoon. You're on with Pete.
Hey, Pete. It's Byron.
What's up, buddy? I've been saying
not much.
First off, saying your name wrong. I think I've been calling you Birick, but it's Byron.
It doesn't matter. Everybody does it.
Okay. But I'm glad you told me that.
Yeah, it ain't a big deal.
All right.
First off, congrats to Nate. That's awesome for him.
Yeah.
Wherever he chooses to go. I kind of actually forgot my main question while listening to him and the previous callers.
That's all right. I do that all the time.
Yeah, I know, right? But I am so looking forward to this game between Clemson and Notre Dame. I think it is going to be not the talent on the field is fairly equal. It is going to be such a coaching match. And I really think that I know we're going to be missing Davis and Jones.
And Jones, yeah.
But and Skowski too. But Skowski's going to at least be able to be there. he'll get them fired up, and he'll be able to notice some things on the sidelines, not exactly that the coaches notice, because he's out actually on the field. Typically, I mean, there's different things, like players can coach coaches sometimes. They'll point things out to them, and then coaches will make adjustments.
Sure, that's why they're bringing Skalski and Trevor.
Lawrence, yeah. I think, and I'm not just saying this as like a typical fan. I think Trevor might come back because I think he wants a Heisman.
Who's saying? Oh, you're talking about come back next season?
Yeah, I think he wants a Heisman. If he gets knocked out of the Heisman race, because think about it, he grew up watching Tennessee. He was a massive Tennessee fan. He loved Peyton Manning. He said that's his favorite guy. Does he want to do the exact same thing Peyton Manning did? What's the one thing that Peyton didn't do?
What Peyton Manning did was become a Hall of Famer. I don't know.
Oh, he wants to do everything he did. He wants to get exactly the one thing that Peyton didn't get, and that's I think. And I may be talking on my butt here, but I just think he might want that.
I think there's less than zero chance that he comes back. He certainly does. He's not coming back for a Heisman. If you're going to be the number one overall pick, which is the consensus that he's going to be, there's no reason to stay. There's no upside out of it.
That can flip the number one pick.
All right. Well, number one,
if he is at the end. And that's what made Kyler Murray decide that he wanted to make sure, like, because he was confirmed he was going to be the number one pick. And so I think, and there's a couple sources that are saying that Trevor, a majority of them are saying that he will be the number one overall, but there's some that are saying that. That actually Fields is a better athlete. They think he's a better
one, number
player.
2, number 3, whatever it is. He's not doing anything.
Oh, yeah, all
he's not going to do anything if he comes back to raise his stock any higher than it is right now. If he comes back, it would just be for that. He's engaged.
You know what I mean?
He got engaged before the season, knowing this would be his last season, and then after the season, him and his wife could move on, enter the draft, and go start a life together. He's not coming back to college for another year. Just not. I'd be willing to bet anybody just about any amount of money that he's not doing that. So,
yeah,
but
it makes sense. I mean, it would make sense for him to move on. I think he wants a Heisman, and yeah, it's a little disappointing that he can't get to play these 2 games because he had it won. He really did. The numbers that he was putting up, and he was the favorite and all that. He didn't have the best numbers overall. Matt Jones. He was the media favorite and all that, you know?
Yeah.
It just sucks. And I think it was so weird. I mean, he was the only player out of the entire team that tested positive.
That is kind of weird, isn't it? I agree with that.
I know, right? That's so that's karma, but I know he's a man of faith. He'll take it in stride. No.
Yeah.
But
any final thoughts on the Notre Dame game before I let you go? Final thoughts on that?
Let me see. If I had to say, I think it is going to be a massive game of attrition. It will be very trench heavy. They're going to try to run the ball down our throats. If we can't stop the run, we're done. I'll just say that. Man, you said that yourself.
Yeah, I'm not so much worried about them running the ball. The defensive line is, as young as they are, they're good at stopping the run.
Well,
all Clemson's problems have been down, 15, 20-yard plays.
Yeah, busted over the top. Somebody slightly missing a coverage or something like that, so biting on the run.
Yeah, I'm not really too worried about Ian Book beating Clemson with his arm. I think that's the only thing that helps.
No. He couldn't do it in 2018.
Yeah.
I mean, and Venable's game plan for it, and actually they had Their run game's probably comparable to what they had in 2018. They don't have as solid of a back as they did in 2018, but I think their O line is a little bit better.
Yeah, they have a good running game. They have a really good tight end. A couple of really good receivers. Ian Book's the really big. If Ian Book has a good game, it'll be a close game. If Ian Book plays like he's been playing all season, I don't think it'll be as close as people think it is. But listen, Notre Dame's a very good team. All right,
Yeah. How much you think, Byrick?
Shit.
I'm gonna say. You're good. I'm gonna say final score. 27-17. Tigers.
27-17 says Byrick. All right, buddy. Appreciate the call. Thank you.
Y'all have a good night.
All right. Thank you for holding. Ballard, good afternoon. You're on with Pete.
Hey, what's up, Pete? It's Ballard. How you doing?
I'm doing amazing and fantastic. Hey, Kevin. I will be with you next, sir. Sit tight for a second. What's up, Ballard?
Not much, man. Just enjoying the football season so far. And, what was all this talk, now, it wasn't fans or anyone saying it, but I was hearing some talk from, other fans of, different fan bases, oh, no, Clemson lost Trevor Lawrence. They lost him, and they're probably screwed against this team or that team, man. DJ's the next man up, and DJ looked really great last week. And, of course, Clemson would want Trevor Lawrence for this week, obviously. But, if they need DJ, I really think he could handle a team like Notre Dame.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about him in this game. And listen, there's no way to sugarcoat it. Losing the best player in football, in my opinion, I don't care how good DJ is, he's still a true freshman. I think he's going to play fine, but he's not Trevor Lawrence. Not at this point, he's not.
Right.
So missing that experience is huge, but I'm not so much worried about him, more worried about the defense, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely. I would agree with that. I also wanted to ask you, I'm trying to get a little bit more professional with my channel and everything. Obviously you probably know that I'm trying to be a sportscaster and everything.
Yes, you're going to school.
I was wondering,
what's your major in college? Is sports broadcasting or broadcasting or what is it?
It's communications, but it can tie into going into, basically.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So what's your question?
So I was wondering if you wanted to maybe do a live stream sometime to talk Clemson football.
Sure, we can do that. I'll have to.
Cool.
I'll have my people contact your people. No, I'm just kidding. Do you follow me on Twitter? I think you do.
I don't have Twitter.
Oh.
I probably could get it.
Yeah, anybody can get it. It's free and available to anybody who wants it. So, I don't know.
Pretty much.
That's the best way to get in touch with me. Or you can email me. My email's in the description of this video. That might be another option.
Cool.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I'll probably send you an email and maybe we could find a day to talk some Clemson Tiger football.
That sounds like a plan, Stan. Any other final thoughts on this weekend? Who does Alabama play this week?
They don't play this week, but they got a trip to the Bayou Bengals next week.
That's it.
That's worst defending chance I think we've ever seen.
For some reason, I thought Alabama and LSU played this weekend, but I guess I was wrong. Anyway,
I think it normally would be the first weekend in November. But anyway, thanks for taking my call, and I'll send you an email pretty soon.
All right, buddy. Thank you. Nate, I'm not. I was about to say Nate the Great. Ballard Sports Media there, folks, checking in. And he basically, I guess the theme of that call was he wants to talk to me about football on YouTube one day. The other thing he wanted to talk about was his opinion that DJ is a good quarterback. So I appreciate that insight on that. Good afternoon. You're on with Pete.
Hey, Pete. This is Kevin, Dogs fan for life.
Dogs fan for life. What's up, man?
Hey, how's it going? Let's talk about the Georgia-Florida game.
Yeah.
Yeah, these these Gator fans like Celine Driver and George, they just going to have to deal with Georgia taking them down again. Especially when Celine's already gave up anyway. He's a little crybaby.
What is it? Three games in a row, right? That Georgia's won.
Yeah, 3 in a row.
Yeah,
4 in a row. I think it'll be 31-21 Georgia.
It's going to be weird though. So we all know this game is played on a whatever quote unquote neutral site, right, in Florida, the largest outdoor cocktail party, one of the biggest party tailgates in college football. Everybody, I mean, that's why it's called that. We all know this. So what is the deal with that? First of all, have you ever been to the largest outdoor cocktail party before?
No, I've never been down there.
Okay.
I don't really care about going down there. I wish they would just do away with that game, do home and home.
Well, yeah, I would agree with you. I would agree with you. I'd rather see it on campus too. But
yeah, I mean they lose a recruiting opportunity.
Yeah. What's the rules? Do you know what's the rules about? Because Florida is a little bit more relaxed on their rules about having large gatherings. Is there going to be a huge tailgate for this game, or is it going to be like every other campus where there's no tailgating? Do you know?
Yeah, I have no idea on that.
Okay. Well, anyway, so Stetson Bennett. Stetson Bennett.
Man, come on now.
I don't know. I wish
you put a cheerleader out there by now.
It's really the most bizarre thing I think I've ever seen before. Because I just don't understand how you don't start anybody else other than him at this point.
Like you don't even give anybody a try. I mean,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They pulled Dewan after one interception. Stetson's been through 5 in the last 2 games.
And the Kentucky game would have been the game to do it in. Yeah, see, here's the problem. He's backed himself in this corner. He doesn't want to put somebody out for their first time against Florida.
Yeah.
You know?
He don't want to put somebody out there and make him look better than the player he had in there before. Kind of like a couple of years ago with LSU with Jake Fromm when they should have put Justin Fields in the second half.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, Fromm wasn't doing shit.
I mean,
I don't know if Fromm was first in the state of Louisiana, though.
How much did they pay in Kirby? Was it $5, $6 million, $7 million? I honestly don't know.
Like $7 million, I think.
Yeah.
$7 million.
So you're paying this guy $6, $7, whatever it is, $1 million a year. The number one objective is to win and put the best players in there. I'm not saying Stetson Bennett's terrible, but if he's the best quarterback on that whole roster, that's a problem too. It's a problem in itself.
Yeah, definitely.
So, I believe me,
definitely.
I don't even think he's probably the third or fourth best quarterback on that team, quite honestly.
No, I mean, at the beginning of the year, he was probably 4th or 5th on the depth chart.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, now he's first.
Exactly.
That don't make no sense.
No, it doesn't make any sense. So, anyway, what's your final?
Well, we gotta get it figured out. We gotta get it figured out before we play Alabama again, and then next year we start off the season with y'all.
Well, the thing is, you got to get it figured out this weekend, because if you don't win this weekend, you might not see Alabama again until next season.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. This is. I mean, this is our only game that we really have to worry about. I mean, even though we did lose to South Carolina last year, but the back end of the schedule is pretty easy. So basically, just got to take down Florida. We're good.
Yeah.
Until we play Bama again, we'll just lead them in the first half again, like normal.
So what do you think? What are you thinking about as far as we know how we feel like Georgia's going to do offensively? Probably going to look a lot like it did against Kentucky. Whatever, somewhere between 15 and 20 passes at the most. Run the ball. Unless they get down, then they're going to have to pass their way back into it. But from a defensive standpoint, how confident are you in Georgia's defense to keep Florida from just scoring a ton of points? Like, in other words, I don't even know what would you consider to be a lot of points in this game against Georgia's defense? 4 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns. I mean, what are you looking at as far as a score for Florida?
Yeah, probably 4 would probably be max, I would think.
Yeah.
But I know we did lose a bunch of players, injuries. Had injuries during the Kentucky game and after the Kentucky game, thanks to Richard LeCount and his motorcycle riding, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right.
Yeah. But I were definitely more more optimistic before the Kentucky game after we lost all those players on defense. Yeah, I don't know what our defense is on. I know we're like stacked with 4 and 5 stars, so hopefully they can step up and get the job done.
Yeah, tall task.
But we'll see.
Florida's got a really good offense, man. But
yeah, the two Kyles, Kyle Trask and
I think if they can hold if Georgia's defense can hold Florida to 4 touchdowns or less, they'll have a chance. If this game gets into the 30s, then I'd be surprised. And if it gets into the 30s, I think Florida's going to win the game. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, Georgia might have to just stick to the run. I don't know, but of course Florida might stack the box, so I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll see. We'll have to pass her now and then.
Well, Florida's defense hasn't been great this year. So.
I'll let you get to the next caller, man.
All right, buddy. I appreciate the call.
All right, have a good one.
All right, man. Here you guys have it. Kevin calling in. Everybody hold on to your seatbelts for this one. This is a warning. Good afternoon. You're on with Pete.
Hey, it's George, Pete.
George.
Hey, it's George. I was typing good callers. You've had some good callers tonight.
I always, any caller is good, George, to me.
Yep. Are you amazing and fantastic tonight, Pete?
I am. I'm amazing and fantastic. How are you?
It's just been an amazing, fantastic day. Thank God for football so we can just, take Saturday off from the insanity.
Yeah. I agree.
Anyway, I don't blame Georgia fans for hoping against hope. I almost feel sorry for them people. Yeah, that's like when you have no hope, but you still keep hoping,
Okay. Never heard that before, but.
Yeah, no thing against hope. Georgia football is a humiliation ritual for their fan base every year. They embarrass the SEC every year. Texas boot stomped them with all 5 stars a couple years ago. They go, it's okay. We love Kirby.
What's Florida?
This is Georgia football.
What's Florida been doing in that time period?
Whatever. Florida, everybody fears the mighty Gators. We never roll into your stadium some weekend. Nobody's ever making a joke about us.
Well, you're talking about Georgia, but
the only thing they can joke. The only thing they can joke
3 times in a row, and they have been winning. I mean, they've been winning divisions, conference championships, playoff appearances.
That's what I'm saying. It's a humiliation ritual. Then they lose to South Carolina, and then they lose to Texas. It's the biggest funny joke ever. LSU comes out of nowhere, wins the national title. That's the Southeastern Conference. Tennessee can do it. Auburn can do it. Alabama can do it. LSU can do it. Florida can do it. And Georgia goes, we love our coach with a Three Stooges haircut. They like it. They're masochists.
A Florida fan making fun of somebody else's coach is kind of funny. I'm not going to lie about that.
Georgia ain't no LSU. They ain't no Florida. They ain't no Alabama, Auburn. They're not even
that
Tennessee.
Is correct, sir.
Hey, listen, our coach is Darth Vader, and he is willing to start a freaking street brawl if he has to. We love this dude.
Yeah,
he's awesome.
He's the kind of guy that starts a fight and then starts telling everybody, hold me back, or I'm going to do something.
Right. He's lucky we didn't bring our Rock and Brian band.
He tried to get all up in Derek Mason's face. Derek Mason would have ripped him in half.
He knows somebody's going to pull him off in 1 second. He ain't worried about it.
Yeah, exactly. All bark and no bite, that Dan Mullen.
I give Georgia a 0 chance of winning. I hope it's really embarrassing. I hope we expose them before the world, and they go on to lose 2 or 3 more games. That's what I hope. Anybody that's starting Stetson Bennett versus Florida, or even here's a worst case scenario: bring in some new starter.
I predicted Florida to win the game on the Lunch Money Show on Tuesday. I said, look, if they trot Stetson Bennett out there to start and he ends up playing the majority or the whole game, I'm picking Florida to win. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Georgia's defense is just that good, and they get a couple of turnovers or something. Maybe score a defensive touchdown, win that way. They're not winning with on the back of Stetson Bennett. That's not going to happen.
You're not going to outscore Kyle Trask and Kyle Pitts and Tony and Grimes and Whitmore and all these other guys by getting defensive touchdowns. That ain't going to happen.
Well, I mean, their defense is good, man. You never know what can happen. Never know what can happen.
Florida's going to boot stomp Georgia, and I'll tell you why.
I mean,
I hope we really blow them out.
Last week, they were on the 1 yard line about to score. Boston College gets a 99-yard fumble recovery on a bad handoff for a touchdown. It's a 14-point swing. So anything can happen, sir.
Yeah. And then you won the game.
Well.
Hey, I don't care if we win by one. That's fine with me at the end of the day if that's what happens. But I really hope we just embarrass them. I'll tell you why I think we will embarrass them. I wrote this down. Let me check my list. Offense. I think we will destroy them because of our offense. The number 2 reason would be our defense. They're missing key players, and they can cry about it all day, but that's not an excuse when you have 25 5-star players. It's like put another 5-star in there. Don't cry. Coaching is the number 3 reason. And the 4th reason is special teams. Those are the 4 reasons I think we guaranteed for sure will beat Georgia. And plus, they talk shit about my coach's wife, and he knows it.
Who talks what? What?
They've been talking shit about Mrs. Mullen. They can't talk about football. They keep saying she kisses and hugs the players.
Well, she does.
And it's payback time.
That's not talking
shit. I know.
She does.
I defend her right to hug and kiss the players. Not now, of course, because we're all afraid to touch each other. But other than that, yeah. Hey, anyway, I just think it's funny, man.
Yeah.
Here's 4 more reasons why Florida will destroy Georgia. Kirby Smart's haircut versus Dan Mullen's street fighting Darth Vader. Enough Stetson Bennett's inability.
Kirby Smart's haircut. What's the deal with his haircut? What's going on with his haircut? Has he got a crazy haircut?
He stole it from Mo on the Three Stooges.
His haircut. What? First of all, isn't his haircut basically the same as Dan Mullen's haircut? Like the just the regular whatever $18 Supercuts haircut for a middle-aged white guy haircut?
The difference in Dan Mullen and Kirby Smart is the face, the eyes. One of them looks like they're totally lost in space, just like a retard. And the other one looks like he's actually thinking about evil shit he's going to do to you.
Oh, George, you're something else, buddy.
I feel sorry for Stetson Bennett because he knows he doesn't belong there. He had the most interceptions at a junior college in the whole country. And then Kirby brought him back. I want to know what's going on in Athens. Maybe he has a really big wanger or something, and Kirby saw him in the locker room. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. There's something going on down there. And then we got Kyle Trask, the All-American boy, with the right kind of haircut and looking normal. Stetson Bennett, what the fuck is that? Did Bob Dylan have a kid or something? What's going on here?
All right, George. Any famous last words? I'm about to after I hang up here, I'm going to go on to Bet Now and let some people in the chat help me make a couple of wagers. Yes.
I just want to say I love you, Georgia. I'm sorry for you. I feel your pain. I'm glad I'm not you.
All right. Well, all right.
Well, and Florida and Georgia both beat each other 3 years in a row for the last 12 years. Before that, we beat them 10 years in a row. So shut up, Georgia.
So what you're saying is that Florida's due to win a game, right? That's what you're saying, George. They're due to beat Georgia. Not
only are we due, but before we started trading with them every 3 years for the last 12 years, before that we beat them 10 years in a row. They're not on our level. They haven't won a championship except once in their life, and Herschel Walker ain't coming back.
Yeah, we know that. All right, George.
Love you guys.
Thank you.
Good night.
Do you guys know what I just did there? I just did something that's unprecedented. It might be the first time it's ever happened. Certainly on this show, it is. I haven't counted how many times George has called. I've been doing this calling show for like 2 years now. Maybe over 2 years. I don't know. Anyway, he's probably called in conservatively definitely over 100 times, right? If you guys have been here for a while, over 100 times. I don't think he's ever called in and only talked about football before like he just did. And didn't go off on his crazy rants about, government conspiracies and child support, and whatever the hell else George talks about. So I'm going to give myself a pat on the back for that one. I steered them. I did, what do they call that when you go out and get the cows? With the horses? Anyway, we heard them or whatever the hell it is. I don't know. I'm not a farmer. That's what I did to him. I steered him like a cattle into the fenced-in area. The pen. All right. That'll end the call-in portion of the show, everybody. I'm going to go on Bet Now real quick, and I'll put it up on the screen. And we can look at the games together, and I'll get some. I'll give you my opinion, and I will show you what's going on here. Have I mentioned how much I hate computers? And unfortunately, to do the show, I have to do it on a computer. Probably not the right thing to be have as a hobby when you hate doing it. Oh, I just had it pulled up. Where the hell did it go? George must have kicked me offline. It's crazy talk. What is going on here? Now I'm about to get mad. Here we go. Here we go. Now we're getting somewhere, folks. Hang in there with me. All right. Sheesh. George is in the comments with the whole conspiracy stuff. All right, here we go. What in the hell? All right, here we go. NCAA football. Let's view the lines. And as you guys can see up in here, here's my balance. Everyone's saying that I don't actually bet, right? I heard that a couple times because of the Lunch Money show. I don't actually bet. Anyway, here's my balance now, 300. I started the season with 100, so I'm 200 up on the year, and actually I'm up over 200 just last week alone. The first 3 weeks were rough. Anyway, so I've got a $50 wager in there already. Got 250 left to play with. Of course, I'm not going to do anything crazy here. Okay. So, but there's a couple things that I do want. I'll let you know when something catches my eye here, or you can let me know. What do you mean you can't see the screen? You can't? Shit. What's going on here? I'm having a problem on OBS. Something's wrong on OBS. I'm going to have to change something. Hold on a second. What the? That's really weird. Well, forget about it, I guess. What in the hell is going on here? Let me try it one more time. Try it one more time. Ha! 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 Look at that. You guys see it now? Shit. Hashtag professional. Hashtag professional. Shout out to BVD, by the way. Hashtag professional. I was wearing his shirt yesterday, his BVD hashtag professional shirt. All right. I'm going to go. So anyway, what I was saying before, you guys see the balance up here. And let me maximize and strategize. Oh, well, never mind. It was maximized. As you can see up here on the left here, balance $300 available to play with, $250. That's what we're working with here. So I want to scroll down. I think there's a couple of ones that I really like here. What do you guys think about this one? I'm not gonna actually bet on this one, but Pittsburgh and Florida State. Pittsburgh's a 2-point favorite. Somebody's asking me to zoom in. Is it really that small? No, I'm not zooming in because it's slowing me down here. Let's see here. Anyway, anybody have any thoughts on that Florida State? Well, I'm not going to do that one. That seems like a trap. +2 for Pittsburgh. I feel like that Pittsburgh will win by more, but both of those teams are about as bipolar as they come. I don't trust either one of them. Let's see here. Where's the one I want to look at some of these Big 12 games here. Where they at? Oh, I really like these too. So hold on here. Turn that thing off. Arizona State and Southern Cal. I'm definitely going to bet that one. So I'm going to check that. It's 11 points. And we talked about these on Tuesday on the show. On the Lunch Money show. So hold on. Who else here? Stanford and Oregon. That's another one. -10. Give me Oregon. I like that. You guys like that? Here we go. You guys happy now? Zoomed. Is that better? Can you see it now? Arizona State +11. And Oregon -10. Washington State, Oregon State. I'll stay away from that one. Washington, Cal. Stay away from that one because I hear a lot of good things about Cal, but I don't trust them until I see them. And I have no idea what Washington State's going to look like with no Mike Leach there. Kansas and Oklahoma -38. Holy crap. I think I'm going to do that one too. That's 3, right? I've done? Yeah. That's 3. I'm going to do one more. What was the one I was looking at? West Virginia and Texas over and under 45. It was a Big 12 game, and it was over under. Which one was it? Oh, there it is. Oklahoma State and Kansas. Over 46. Over or under 46. This is my rule, people. If you haven't been watching the Lunch Money Show, you're missing out on my amazing advice. Because I have this rule and it works 90% of the time. I promise. Works almost all the time. Every once in a while, nothing's 100%. But it works more than it doesn't. Let's put it that way. Over 46. If it's a 50 or under in a Big 12 matchup conference game, always take the over. So I'm going over 46 here. So that's 4. That's my lock of the week, actually. Hold on. Pigskin Pete's Lock of the Week. Yes, Pigskin Pete's Lock of the Week. So there we go. I did 4. Now let's go up here for all you people that say I don't do it, which is ridiculous. Add picks to the ticket here. You see over here on the right side. What's going on here? Anyway, over here on the right side, it has so Arizona State plus 11, Oregon minus 10. This is my ticket. Oklahoma minus 38. And anyway, I zoomed in too much. It's over 46 in the Oklahoma State game, over 46. So what I'll do here is I'll go here and I'll bet, what's my balance? 250, I think. I'm just going to do 25 per team. So that'll be 100. And I might add another 1 or 2 before Saturday, but that's what we're going to do today. All right, set all bets amount, 25. I need to zoom back out for a second. There we go. So you see risk 110 because there's a 10% fee, 10% of anything you bet to win 100. There you go. So I'm going to save it. Push the save button. My ticket is saved. Once you save a ticket, there's no backing out, folks. You can't, because what they don't want you doing, and this is not just on this site, this is anywhere. What they don't want you doing is betting a certain amount of money, and then all of a sudden news comes out that, Justin Fields isn't going to play. He's got a sprained ankle or whatever the case may be. They don't want you going and pulling your money out. So once you make the wager, that's a wrap, Jack. You got to ride or die with it. No getting that money back unless you win. All righty. All right. There you have it. Byron Middleton, I haven't seen you in here before, and you keep asking me if I'm single. You must be new here. And I don't know whether you're, I don't even know why you're asking me that. All right, guys. Thank you to all the callers. By the way, stay tuned tomorrow. Oh, real quick. Make sure you go help your boy out. Go over to howardsrock.net. Sign up for the site. Just when you go to the site, just click register. It's free. Just put your email and your name in there. That's all you have to put in there to make an account. And peruse the site, too. Oh, that reminds me. The store on there, the NCAA store, it's not just Clemson stuff. There's like 15 different teams. They're adding teams more and more each month. The stores are expanding too. So up until now, or at least for the Clemson section of the store, a very limited stuff. There was like 10 different items you could choose from. We'll be adding more and more each week to the point we're probably going to have about 50. Yes, 50 more items to choose from on the Clemson side of it, as well as the other teams too, not just Clemson. But I do know for a fact that Clemson's adding a ton of stuff over there. So anyway, if you do want to go buy something from there, you can. If you're registered, we'll email you a 20% off coupon for a first-time purchase. Well, of course, you don't have to do that. Just register. It's free anyway. You don't have to buy anything if you don't want to. All right? All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 12 o'clock on the Lunch Money Show with Uncle Lou on YouTube at noon. And then keep an eye out tomorrow evening-ish. Turn your notification bell on. Got a good show for you tomorrow night. All right, guys. Thank you for stopping in. It's been real. It's been fun, but it hasn't been real fun. Pixie and Pete is checking out.